Hello and welcome everybody to Dice Masters with James and Zach. I'm Zach.
And I'm James. Hello.
Hello. We are trying another super rare Yuan-ti build this time. We have been talking a lot about what could possibly beat super rare Yuan-ti. If you wanted to check out our other video where we tried a Foot Ninja build against it, I'll put the link in the description. But we have a slightly different version of the super rare Yuan-ti. This one courtesy of Michaela. Thanks, Michaela, for posting this build, and all credit to her. She did a great job with this, and I'm going to be piloting that today. And effectively, it works like this. Turn one, I'm going to buy the Cosmic Cube. Obviously, the rare Cosmic Cube that does all this damage, increases all the damage that you can do. Turn two, I'm going to buy Yuan-ti, and then I'm going to use Titan's team leader Robin Global, effectively Resurrection, but it's on a character, and you have to have bought a character. So it basically frees up one of my basic action spots by giving me that one. And then I can use the Heimdall Global, and that means that going into my bag are very few dice. And if I do the Heimdall Global first, then I get even fewer sidekicks. And then, with any luck, on turn three, I can get Yuan-ti into the field. I can roll Cosmic Cube, and I will have 6 energy that I can use to buy 6 actions, whether they are Cobalt Trap, Momentum, or Improvised Weapon. And that's effectively game right there. That's easily 21 damage with the Cosmic Cube there. We have tested this a couple times, and I'm able to get about half of it to fire off, and so I can usually do about 12 damage. But if everything goes flawlessly, which is, of course is a big if, then it can work. I've got things like Parallax if I need to reroll things, Grodd to help me get energy, and the Cobalt Trap just as an action that my opponent can't mess with. And then in testing, we discovered that if it doesn't fire off on turn three, you're almost sunk. And so I think the one change that I've made to Michaela's team is that I put Shriek on instead of the Cyborg with the Energy Fixer Global, which will let me possibly claw my way back from a non-turn three victory. Anyway, so it's very all or nothing strategy, and we'll see if it'll work.
Okay. And my effort to stand in the way of this monstrosity it consists of, well, trying to stop it basically with Scarlet Witch, which obviously he counters with Parallax, but maybe that will slow it a little bit, and Shriek, so control pieces in place. Then I'll need some kind of wincon, and now it doesn't have to be this, but I've been messing about with the common Yuan-ti, wherever she is. There she is, and the Cosmic Cube, which does a tune, and when you play a Cosmic Cube, that's 1+2, and 2 Cosmic Cubes is 1+2+2, and so on. I've got a second character which does that, so I can either go for one attuned character and a few cubes, or 2 attuned characters and a couple of cubes. Zandala also has a fine arse, so she might stand up to being pinged out the field a bit better if I ever get her in the field, that is. And then as ramp, because this is not just a team to play against the Yuan-ti Super Rare, it has to do other things as well. I've got Mimic, which accelerates things, hopefully. I've got Rip Hunters because the counters need to be in place fairly quickly for me to have a chance. I've got Merlin as the standard backup as unblockable, but also to switch energies to get, because I kept rolling no bolts, obviously. Oh, and I've yes, clearly I've made a mistake. Resurrection is one basic action. The other one, in fact, should be misdirection. I changed that because Michaela suggested it, and she knows what she's talking about. So I thought I'd give it a try. So sorry, my team list is slightly out of sync. And yeah, basically get the counters out and then try and put together a win con. But I always sort of, when I do it, when we've done it before, I always feel a sort of step behind. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
Sure, sure.
I'm gonna
All right. The first luck of the game here. Action or energy, James?
action, please, Zach.
All right. And it is action.
Good lord. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go first then.
All right. Well, I've already lost my 50-50 there.
The reason I think Michaela actually suggested misdirection, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't want to put words into anyone's mouth, is that on the first turn, you can't very easily. Well, no, you really can't rip a one of the two counters that I would like to use, which is Scarlet Witch and Shriek, because they cost 3. So instead of that, to compensate for that, you can rip a misdirection and then still try to get them in the field on turn 2. But obviously, you have to roll. So let's have a go. So I'm looking for a shield and 2 energy. One of them could be a psychic because I have got a psychic switcher, but I do need a shield.
All right. I have a psychic switcher as well.
Aha, okay. So just a shield would be good. You don't have cyborg,
yeah.
So I do need to roll.
I don't have cyborg. I have Grodd. So you need you can get 2 energy.
Okay. Good luck to you.
Yeah. Good luck, James.
I didn't get a shield.
You did not get a shield.
Let me try that again. Yeah, I got a shield.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so I'm going to rip Hunter a misdirection. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to pass it turn to you.
All right. And I've got 4 sidekicks. Even more chances to get what I need. Okay, and I do need to buy Cosmic Cube. And feel the sidekick, I think, was my plan. Because then I could spin that down. So I definitely like these energies. I think sidekick would be particularly helpful here. Hey, look at that.
On demand.
On demand. Okay, so I think I'm going to buy Cosmic Cube, but then I don't think I have really a lot of use for this 1 energy. So we'll field that. We'll purchase Cosmic Cube because the plan is to Heimdall Global next turn. Yeah. It would have been nice, I think, to get another sidekick just to have it out of the bag. But okay, I don't want to buy any of my 1-cost actions because those are all damage triggers. And I don't have. I can't use the Robin Global. I could resurrect, but I don't think that actually helps me at this point. Okay, yeah, I'll just save the energy. Pass turn to you.
Okie dokie. So this is fairly critical for me.
Yeah, got to roll misdirection and a sidekick.
I need to get a bolt. Well, yeah, at least a sidekick. Yeah,
a sidekick and a bolt and misdirection.
And misdirection critically, yeah. You have parallax.
I do have parallax, but any energy you have to spend on that. Oh, look at that!
It's amazing. First time.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm made up. That's what we say. All right. So now I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what the best move is. Okay, there's my bolt. Oh, yeah, I do know what the best move. I've just remembered why I need a psychic. Okay, so I put the psychic in the field. I buy 1 of my counters. What's the best play, Zach? Shriek or
probably. Well, no, you can't. The problem with Shriek is that you don't get the when fielded trigger, so I think it has to be Scarlet Witch.
Exactly. I like it when I don't actually have to make the decision.
Yeah. I mean, you can get Shriek in the field, but then it doesn't actually mean anything.
I didn't get. Okay, sorry, that's transition. I didn't get the burst, so I don't get to prep something, which is a bit sad. Never mind. So I will use that to swap this with this on level 1, which is 013. I can never. Where is it there? Okay, there we go. All right, and that's my turn, and I will pass to you.
Okay, so at the very least, my Yuan-ti won't be blanked. But I do have to worry about Cube now. So probably not lethal turn 3, but hopefully I can still get some damage in. So, okay, so the plan is I need a Heimdall Global, I need a shield, and I need 2 energy to buy Yuan-ti. So I think I'm in the same position as you. I really, really need that shield. In fact, because you have Merlin, I'm tempted to reroll that bolt as well to get another chance at it. I think I will. All or nothing, like we said. Oh, there we go. Okay, and I don't even have to do anything fancy. Okay, so I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to buy Yuan-ti. So Yuan-ti's in used. I'm going to do the Heimdall Global and put these 2 into the prep area. And this is kind of, I think, the true genius of Michaela's idea here, because I wouldn't have thought of this. I'm going to now use the Robin Global, and I only have 3 dice in use. So it doesn't really even matter what I pull. I'm going to pull the other 2 next turn. Bam. So I got Yuan-ti in the prep area. So now I'm going to end up with the other 2 dice and 2 sidekicks next turn. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right. Pass turn to you, James.
So I'm going to refill. Okay, everything in. Aha! I should perhaps mention. I was on the Ministry of Dice podcast the other day, and it was very nice to meet Chris and Andy, sort of virtually, as it were. And Chris requested that I sort of send him some messages on my hands. So we'll maybe try and do that from time to time. They also suggested that maybe we could wear different gloves each time we play, so we could have sort of washing up gloves and nice little ladies' gloves, which would be an improvement over my nasty X-matic nibbled fingers, I
think. Yeah, be a bit of a brand for us.
Yeah, the ladies' gloves.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got 4 sidekicks, nothing hugely exciting.
We have to change the name of the channel, Dice Masters with Ladies' Gloves on.
What other gloves could we wear? I'd like to get some sort of, industrial protection. Okay, so I'm going to shut up and I'm going to prep Shriek. I think that's my only.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah.
My only line. I don't want to think about it too much. Okay.
So now I got to win next turn or not at all.
Last turn.
Okay, so best case scenario. I've got these 2 in the bag. I'm going to pull these 2. So best case scenario, as I roll cube twice as an action, and I get Yuan-ti at level 1, so I don't have to pay to field it. We'll see if I can make that happen. All right. Well, Yuan-ti level 3, but I did get cube. I'm going to have to re-roll it. But if it comes up as action again, then I should be able to deal something like 15 or 18 damage.
And I bet it will.
All right. Come on, Cube. Do it. Yeah!
Unbelievable.
This happened to me with Scarlet Witch too. It's one of the reasons I kind of soured on her, is people would just get it twice anyway. So I'm going to pay 1 energy, and I'm going to field Super Yuan-ti here. And then I'm going to activate my Cosmic Cube, which will deal 3 attuned damage to you because it's increasing that damage by 1. So you're going to go down 3.
Yep.
And then for every action that I buy, I'm going to deal you 3 damage. So I'm going to turn this sidekick into a fist using the Grodd Global. And I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3 for all 3 of my improvised weapons, which will deal you 9 damage, putting you down to 8.
Yep.
And then I will buy 2. Do I want to buy 2 momentum or 2 Cobalt Trap? I'll buy 2 momentum.
Choices.
And that's going to be 6 more damage, putting you down to 2.
That felt good.
And you do have a character in the field, but it's only a 1/3.
Right.
So I suppose I will pass priority.
I got nothing.
And then I will attack.
Brilliant. Well done, sir. I've got nothing for that.
If you didn't have that in the field, then you'd be dead.
But you're unblockable. Oh no, you're the super rare.
No, super rare.
No. I would be unblockable. Okay. Okay, so I can actually block that. So that's
so you can block, but it means that Yuan-ti will stay out, but Scarlet Witch will be KO'd.
Good grief. Okay, so I'm.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so 18 damage. All I got to do is a couple more pains. Pass turn.
If that hadn't come out, to be fair, you could have parallaxed. So it's not like until...
Yeah, but anytime I have to parallax, it's three less damage I get to do.
Oh, so
and since you're probably going to Shrieker this turn, it's going to be a while before I can do any more damage.
5 life instead of 2.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but
now I've got to get a couple sidekicks through.
Right, yeah, super. When I roll no characters, as usual. Yeah, when parallax goes, this should be less of an issue, right?
Oh, yeah. Scarlet Witch is going to be much more effective without parallax.
2 characters, first time.
Oh my goodness.
Have you ever seen the like? No. Right. Okay, now I don't even know what I want. What do I want? I probably want Mimic. And I can prep it as well. I reckon that's my only chance to sort of accelerate before you get Grod or bloody a couple of sidekicks on me.
Right.
So that's 1 fielding cost and 1 towards that, which is 3 for Mimic, and that will prep
Sure.
it. Yep, okay.
Okay.
So, because that goes there.
Sounds good.
Prep Mimic, and I will shriek your beast, your super rare beast.
You're going to shriek Gorilla Grodd?
No, your super rare beast.
Okay. All right. The only character I have bought. That makes sense.
What? No, I'm yes, exactly. Go. Okay,
Yes.
pass turn to you.
Okay. All right. 2 sidekicks in the bag, and then a whole mess. Right. This is one of the reasons why this is an all or nothing team, because now it'll be a miracle if I can get anything out anytime soon. All right. So 2 sidekicks in the bag and 2 actions, but of course they may not come up. Okay, you have 2 characters. So what I really need is I need 3 sidekicks, but I don't even have 3 sidekicks. Okay, 2 actions. Roll them. Energy is probably not going to do me. Oh wait, hold on. If these both come up as double energy, then I have Grodd.
Oh God Almighty! No joy.
But even if they both came up sidekicks, I could still buy Grodd because I could use both of the energy fixes. So I think it's worth re-rolling everything in the off chance that I get sidekicks. Oh, I did get a sidekick, and I got an improvised weapon. And a 3. Well, I'm going to pay 3 for a shriek. I'm going to field a sidekick. I will pass priority.
I got nothing.
I will attack with both characters.
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, so I'll be blocking with both characters, I'd imagine.
And they're both 3/3s, so it doesn't really matter.
No.
And then I will use, well, hold on. It actually kind of matters.
Is it?
Because if I don't get my improvised weapon roll, it'll matter who gets knocked out.
I will block out as like shriek against the sidekick.
Okay, all right. So I got to get the roll to kill shriek. That makes sense. I will use improvised weapon, and I will roll shriek. I'll just do it with my hand. Okay, so he gets +2 attack.
You are a spawny devil.
I mean, I'm not sure which one is actually ultimately better, if I get the dice prepped or if I KO, because they're just going to come back next turn anyway. But I believe that KOs everything, so both my characters are KO'd and both your characters are KO'd. All right, your turn.
You say they're going to come back, but I don't have that faith at all.
I mean, like you have a better chance of getting either of those characters to come back than I do of getting enough sidekicks through.
I'm not sure about that, to be honest, but we'll see.
And I'm not missing something obvious like a Star Labs Global or anything.
No, I fortunately don't have that with me this time. Yeah.
Your hand seems appropriate.
Yes, yeah. I'm feeling it. Oh, there's a character, but neither of those, predictably.
Yeah.
There's a sidekick. Jeez Louise. Probably could do with another sidekick, but they have potentially fielding costs, so I'd be stupid to. Could re-roll that. We don't have sidekick fielding globals. He doesn't have a fielding cost, which is something. I still don't have a win condition. And I'm on 2 life.
That's true.
It's not really looking very healthy, is it? Michaela made this all sound so easy. It makes me feel incompetent. You just get your control in the field and then pivot to your mid-range win condition.
Yeah, I just not a way to blank Shri. I mean, to be fair, if Cosmic Cube hadn't come up twice, which is a 25% chance.
It's only 1 in 4. It's not that unlikely.
Yeah, then
for some people,
then I would have only been able to like 9 damage that turn or something instead of 18.
Yeah, right. That would have been okay. Well, let's re-roll them, shall we? I'm keeping those because they could be fielding costs and question marks. Look good. Oh my God! They both came up. Look at them.
Oh my gosh!
I didn't get another sidekick, so I'm not ramping much, but I'm not complaining. It's about as good as it gets. Yeah. Okay. So, well, I mean, the only other thing I could copy is to copy one of those with Mimic as he's fielded to get a higher defense. But no, I need the ramp. That's why I bought him. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll copy the sidekick. I'll pay to field those two. I'll blank your Yuan-ti again, and I've got 2 energy. What am I going to do with 2 energies? I don't have a sidekick thing.
Cube.
I think cube is the no.
Or
Yuan-ti.
you resurrect.
I haven't bought Yuan-ti yet. I could resurrect. Though, in fairness, I could.
Can't Heimdall global yet.
Next turn, I could. I've got a misdirection in my bag, so I could.
You could attack me for 6. That would be pretty effective at this point.
I don't think so.
Or you could do it in a different order and get your mimic to be a 3/3, and then you attack me for 8.
If misdirection comes out next turn, then I could potentially field Yuan-ti instead of that sidekick, or the other sidekick.
Yeah, that's true. You come out pretty early.
So I think I will buy cube. It's between Yuan-ti and cube, but I'm going to take a chance and get the cube. Okay.
Sure.
Pass turn to you.
All right. So 1, 2, 3. All right, it's exactly the same dice that I had last turn. A momentum, an improvised weapon, and 2 sidekicks. Just 2 turns in a row. All right, so there's Yuan-ti and a sidekick. You have 4 characters in the field, so I would actually need to get 6 in the field to get them unblockable. You didn't happen to bring like a insect plague globe or anything, did you?
No, none of that.
Okay, I got to reroll these guys. I think it's worth rerolling one of these at least. Okay. Well, I mean, James.
Oh no, Grodd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Here's the thing, though. If I buy Grodd, I can't field Yuan-ti.
You could flip that to something else. That's sidekick.
Yeah, well, I was kind of hoping that I could prep Grodd, but that
good.
would mean either not fielding Yuan-ti and not having a sidekick in the field.
You can't have everything. Well, actually,
That's still probably the best option, though, because even if you attack me with everything you've got, I still won't die, and I'll have Grodd next turn. And I mean, my bag is still got 6 dice in it, so it'll be a while before I get Grodd anyway.
Yeah, good play.
Shriek is kind of a Hail Mary, like if I just, can't get anything else to work, maybe I can get that, and then I can just do a couple of attunes. I'm going to do it. We'll go for it. I'm going to turn that to a fist.
Makes sense. And
then I'm going to use this as a shield, and then 6 energy, and I'm going to prep a Grodd, and then I'm just not going to be able to field Yuan-ti at the end of the turn.
Okie dokie.
Pass turn.
All right. Oh, don't feel too confident. Right. Still no wincon. And I've taken that Splinter's teaching off my team, so I couldn't even swap your... Oh, look, it came out. There's not a lot I can do about Grodd. In fact, well, there's nothing at all.
I mean, yeah, if only you could somehow refield Shriek or something, but you would have had to get her out of the field last turn, I think. And then he would have been susceptible to dying, so...
Yeah, I don't think I could have done anything particularly differently. Well, correct me, viewers, if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
No, I would have to have... I did think about putting Kate Bishop on the team for this eventuality, but I mean, how many spots am I going to dedicate to counters?
Yeah, exactly.
And also, Yuan-ti's unblockable when an action die is used, which is a handy sort of secondary win con. But if you bring your own Kate Bishop, then you're sort of almost
yeah, it's a good call.
Ruling out that possibility. But anyway, what can you do? I
suppose shoot
yourself
in the foot.
All I can do is hope that that Grodd doesn't roll with your parallax. I don't think there's anything I can do to prepare for it particularly.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'll do. That won't make much difference. Either at this point, either I put Yuan-ti in for the sidekick using misdirection, or I put Zandala in. And the question is, can I use the other energy for something? And I can, because there's Heimdall, which I'd totally forgotten about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I could do that. And then I'll buy... That's in transition. That's used. I'll buy Yuan-ti. And I'll switch her in on level 1. Super powerful level 1. Sidekick. And... Well, I've got the beginnings of a win condition. But
yeah.
just,
Yeah.
just let that Grod go to you, and we'll all be fine.
All right. Let's see. What are we gonna pull? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. At least it's not the same roll. Third time in a row. Although I don't think I have any more momentum dice. All right, Grad. Even level 1.
Yeah.
Would win me the game.
The video's gone off. What the hell? Oh no, not at this point.
There we go. All right.
Wait.
So I've got
Don't,
the energy to field him.
Don't touch anything. Your screen's gone blank. I'm seeing you in a go-kart. Oh, it's back. It's back. Okay.
Oh, all right. I think I'm seeing you.
Okay, we're all right. We're all right. I'm sure everybody will believe that while your screen was blank, you didn't just put that Grod in the field. Okay, right.
Yep. Roll level 2. Generic energy. Get him out there.
Yeah,
I still got.
I'm dead, mate.
I mean, 3 energy and a shield. I'll pass priority.
I've got nothing.
Yeah.
You got it. Good
6.
job.
Oh man, that's gross.
I'm going to say at this point that is, that is not that. I mean, we had sort of half decided that maybe this was a bit unreliable, but when somebody gets Scarlet Witch out, well, I mean, while Parallax still exists, well, you didn't even need it, but that was just lucky, right? While it still exists.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, it was lucky that I got it twice. But I mean, like the ideal case for this team is going first, and I didn't even get that, and I was still able to do 18 damage on turn 3.
Even if you'd got it parallaxed once, you'd still have had lethal now, because I would have had 3 more life, and Grod is 4 more.
Yeah, well, getting you down to below 4 means level 1 Grod kills you instead of having to rely on getting a 2 or 3 level.
And the other thing is that when I've got Scarlet Witch out, you have to. Re-roll your stuff, but then you're just going to get energy, which means you can buy Grod.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it doesn't really give me a choice about whether I get to roll it, but having that many actions in the bag means it's not that hard to get 6 energy. Yeah.
And until rotation, whatever you don't use for buying Grod, you can use for parallaxing. It's horrific.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about how this didn't seem like it was reliable enough to bring to a tournament, but that being said, we've tried this video 3 times, and every time I've managed to get the combo off, at least to do 15 damage on turn 3. So
do you know what we should
maybe
do?
it's less unreliable than we thought.
Do you know what we should do? We should get Michaela on here against you playing Yuan-ti, right?
Yeah, right.
We should get a player who knows what they're doing. Hello, Michaela, and not me, and she can show us how it's done.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Please.
Anyway, in the battle of Michaela's Yuan-ti team versus Michaela's possible counter to it, apparently her own Yuan-ti team seems to have come out victorious again. Thank you for the suggestions, Michaela, and thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you next time.
It's been a pleasure. Bye-bye.